certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay.
In fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. So deep, they looked up and saw a star shining bright in the east, and beyond them afar. To the earth it gave a great light, and so it continued both day and night. Well, Born is the King of Israel.
Born is the King of
Oh, what a fantastic song there to start us off for Carols by Candlelight 2020. It's certainly been an interesting year, to say the very least. A song that's always kicked us off for Carols by Candlelight, thanks to the Lions Club. And, of course, this year has thrown us so many curveballs. It's been incredible. But I think you'll agree that version of the first Noel was certainly one of those good curveballs that we've had this year, that is for sure. We're broadcasting live today on Facebook. Unfortunately, we can't be at the sound shell due to the COVID restrictions that have been in place, but we've been planning this for a long, long time, and we hope that you are enjoying it so far. And we'll enjoy it as the night progresses. We've got some fantastic talent, as you've just seen on stage there. Post your photos and comments on Facebook below, and we'd love to read out some of those Facebook comments and maybe show some of the photos if you've got the family together and having a good time in the backyard or at home, whatever you may be doing. Wherever you are around the world, we've got the opportunity to speak to people all around the world. I know that we're broadcasting live on TRFM and Gold 1242, and we'd like to thank them for their involvement, and we'll catch up with a couple of the the guys from TR a little bit later on. What I'd like to do is bring back Annalise Answorth back on stage. Annalise, you saw her just a moment ago singing the first Noel. Annalise, how are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm very excited to be here and so happy we still get to do carols.
It's a bit different not having an audience in here, isn't it?
It's a bit bizarre.
You sort of try and get a bit of feed off the audience, and that's certainly not going to happen tonight.
Yeah, so we've all got to muster the Christmas spirit ourselves, I guess.
Yeah. You're going to be first cab off the rank, so to speak.
Yes.
Now, I know that Wicked was meant to be happening in Warragul. And
Yes.
that
So
didn't happen.
unfortunately, we were pretty close to opening. Actually, we were about 2 months out when everything got a little bit serious with COVID, and we had to close the show. Unfortunately, not get to open in May, but. Good news is we are opening next May 2021 and tickets have also just gone on sale. So it's all looking pretty good, hopefully.
Excellent. Will you break a leg for that show and have a good night tonight?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Annalise is going to be singing for us One Little Christmas Tree.
One little Christmas tree was standing alone, waiting for someone to come by. One little Christmas tree that had never grown cried as he looked up to the sky. Oh, please, Mr. Father Tree, the tallest of all, I'm so afraid and so alone. Could one little Christmas tree so tiny and small light up someone's home? 'Cause one little Christmas tree can light up a home, so one little child can find a toy. One little Christmas tree can light up a home, so one little heart can find some joy. One little angel who was riding a star cried as she looked down at the tree. Oh, please, Mr. Father Tree, wherever you are, may I give him the star you gave to me. Then in the heavens came a voice from afar, a voice that was heard throughout the world. Go down, little angel girl, and give him your star. Tonight he'll light the world. 'Cause one little Christmas tree can light up the world, so those who are lost may find their way. One little Christmas tree can light up the world, so all men may see on Christmas Day. One little Christmas tree can light up the world, so those who are lost may find their way. Whoa, one little Christmas tree can light up the world, so all men may see on Christmas Day. One little Christmas tree can light up the world, so those who are lost may find their way. Whoa, one little Christmas tree can light up the world, so all men may see on Christmas Day. One little Christmas tree. One little Christmas tree. One little Christmas tree. So the second song I'll be singing tonight is a bit more traditional. It is Joy to the World, so I hope you enjoy. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rock hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thanks, Annalise. Annalise Ainsworth there, and Joy to the World. Listen, I'm just having a look on the Facebook page at the moment. I see that Dale Reddick is listening and watching in from Fon Pen, and Audette Moore. Merry Christmas to all my family and friends, close, and love you all. There's a heap of people in here, so it's great to have everybody dialing in on Facebook tonight. Do you dial in still? I think that's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? Yeah, okay. One thing that has been a little bit different this year is, of course, COVID. We all know about that. But our next lady is a teacher. And Ash Venier, you've had a rather interesting year, I understand.
Definitely had a very interesting year. I would say in the years that I've been teaching, this one has been quite unique compared to all of the previous years.
How have the kids been going with this remote learning?
Oh, look, they've done such an amazing job in such an impossible situation. Some of them I actually think really thrived with remote schooling, being at home, especially some of our high flyers that they were finished all their work by 11 and had the rest of the day to do what they liked. And then we also had the connections with the kids that we still needed to have. So it's been very interesting, but I think we've all learned an awful lot having to teach this way.
I've got to ask you, have you had much feedback from the parents? Have they coped?
They've done an extraordinary job as well, especially lots of them are trying to work themselves and they're trying to get their kids to stay on track, and that is not an easy job by any means. So they've done an extraordinary job as well. And I like to think that when reports came out that they had a really good understanding of where their child was in their learning, and that they could actually go, oh yeah, I saw that at home. So I think it's been quite a unique experience for all of us, and hopefully we never go back to it again.
Yeah, let's hope so. I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of parents at home.
Oh yes, and teachers.
They've got a newfound love for the teachers and what they have to put up with, I think.
Well, we still love it, so bring the kids back next year.
Well done. Great job. What are you singing for us tonight?
The first song is O Come All Ye Faithful.
Ash Venier, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come
every given word of the Father, now in flesh appearing. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Oh, come, come, all ye faithful. Come, all ye faithful. Come, all ye faithful. Christ the Lord. Next, I'll be singing a personal favourite of mine, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have a great Christmas, everyone.
Well, I joined about 1968, and since then we've been involved in this, which is this event here, which is a most important one in our calendar.
The carols, to my knowledge, have been going for somewhat like 30 years now. It started off in a very, very minor way up at the Performing Arts Centre, which we used to have maybe 200 or 300 people. It gradually got bigger, and we moved down here to Victory Park.
We eventually decided to have it down here in Victory Park. After I saw the Traralgon band doing a performance down here one Sunday, it looked great. There was people there listening. We thought, well, we could do the same concept with the Carols by Candlelight. So we brought some flatbed trucks down and put the band and the choir on the trucks, and we had a little stage for the MC to stand on, and we used that for a while.
And we had steps built so the lady singers could climb up steps to get up to their singing position. And then they got the bright idea that we ought to build a sound shell.
Alan Vickery thought that was a great idea, ran with the concept, drove it like the man possessed in terms of getting support from all levels of government, including local government, sponsorship from a whole range of local businesses, and also getting the approvals from the various different authorities to go ahead with the project.
Very long time coming. It's very, very gratifying to see it happening. Each time that we would go to the council meeting, we would have 200 or 300 people from the community come along to support it. It's just a magnificent day, and a day that we've all looked forward to for many, many years.
The fact that it's here today is really solely due to Alan's persistence and stubborn determination to make sure that it eventuated. So we have this fantastic facility here for the community of Traralgon to enjoy.
And so we get people up here. This is crowded with people down here, but up there you've got people way up there and they can still hear or see, and so it's a natural amphitheatre.
Oh look, it's something that the Lions Club of Traralgon is extremely proud of. It's certainly recognised locally as one of the best productions in terms of, we watched the quality of the production over the last 10 to 15 years. Every year it improves. The quality of the performers improve every year. It could stand up to any other Carols by Candlelight anywhere else in Australia in terms of the standard of the quality of the production.
It's a beautiful night here on the right night, you know, and Chair, one of our late members, we end up with fireworks at the end of the evening. It's a great night out.
Very much behind making sure this event occurs next year in its normal manner. And I'm sure the community will support us in that. And as I've said to Brett before, even though the Lions have come up with the concept for this event and help administer it and fundraise for it and promote it and drive it, we have an enormous amount of support from a whole range of different people, whether it's the Traralgon City Band or yourself, Brett, or Andy Milbourne, who's compared the event for many, many years now. All of those people give up their time and effort over a long period of time. The committee meets for probably 10 months prior to the event to make sure it's organised, and as we get closer to the event, meet more frequently. There's a lot of work involved, a lot of boxes to tick, but they seem to manage to get it done each year, so we'll begin that process early in the new year on the basis that the event will go ahead as normal next year.
The worry is it never gets off the ground next year. That's the great worry I would have, but I don't think it will happen. I mean, it's so much part of Christmas that it'll come back again. I'd hate to think it didn't come back again, but who knows.
I remember when I first started doing this, it was in the Rotunda. That was a long time ago. And they were talking about the stairs getting up onto the back of the trucks. We had a ladder that we had to get up there. So, yeah, good to see some of those old faces there. Alan Vickery in particular, as mentioned, was a stalwart when it comes to getting out there and getting it all happening for the sound shell. Unfortunately, we can't be there this year, but hopefully this is the second best thing for you, and we'll look forward to getting back there again next year. A lot of people on Facebook at the moment. Olivia Mitchell, she's one of our ladies that normally sings in the choir. She says, this is beautiful and it makes up for not being there live. I used to love being in Lynn's Christmas choir. Hopefully I'll be a part of it again next year. Hello to Nathan, to Amber, Ava and Abigail, watching in tonight as well on Facebook, and everyone else that's on Facebook sending us messages. We'll see if we can send a few more out to you. Now, normally, of course, we would have the choir on stage. We would have the band, the Traralgon City Band, on stage. Unfortunately, they couldn't be with us this year because of those COVID restrictions. They weren't able to get out there and practice. So they are professionals and they didn't want to put on a poor performance for us. So they unfortunately had to pull out this year. But we do have a band on stage that have jumped in and are doing a terrific job for us tonight. And can I introduce, we don't actually have a name for the band, so we're just calling it the House Band. But we've got Lauren over there on sax and keyboards. Hi, Lauren. We've got next to her Ben on bass. We've got Catherine making a lot of noise on those drums there. You may recognise Catherine from other Carols events. We've got Danny on guitar and Phoebe on the backing vocals and Nathan there on the keyboards. So, yeah, I can hear people clapping at home for you guys. So the love is there, I'm sure. Now, I understand that we've got a couple of songs from you guys, which is fantastic. I love it. And Phoebe and Danny are going to sing this one for us. It's Christmas in LA.
Christmas morning, on Christmas Day, Chris Kringle's driving a Chevrolet. He left his reindeer, he went out south. He just had to see what it all about.
Out in the sun, Christmas shopping, having some fun, reading, writing, Christmas is here. Latrobe Valley, Utah, cheer.
All the little children and all the big children, it's Christmas in LV. All the ladies and all the little babies, it's Christmas in LV. Even the gentlemen, every single one of them, Christmas in LV.
LV.
Everyone around the world, every boy and every girl, it's time to save. Time to save. Time to save at last. All the little children and all the big children, it's Christmas in LV. All the ladies and all the little babies, they were singing in the room in LV. Even the gentlemen, every single one of them, Christmas in LV. All the little children and all the big children, it's Christmas in LV. All the ladies and all the little babies, it's Christmas in LV. Even the gentlemen, every single one of them, Christmas in LV. You gotta get down to the show valley, just to see that's where Santa is. You gotta get down to the show valley, just to see that's where Santa is. You gotta get down to the show valley, just to see that's where Santa is. You gotta get down to the show valley, just to see that's where Santa is. You gotta get down to the show valley, just to see that's where Santa is. Yeah.
All right, I might sing one, if that's all right. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish tidings for you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a happy new year. Take it, Lauren. Oh, our MD, Lawrence Saul, on the saxophone there. Fantastic. That's superb. Look, I just want to send a quick message to Santa. It's me, Danny. I don't know if you recall last year what I asked for, but I think I said, could you just lock everybody up and keep them out of my face? And I really, really regret that. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yes, a Happy New Year. That's what we want. Not like the last year. Oh man, that was 12 long months. Perhaps even 14, I'm not sure. I might... Can I play? Happy New Year. And a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thanks, Danny and Phoebe. Fantastic. And our house band, we wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm just having a look at the Facebook page. It is going off. There's no way, Nan, I can keep up with all you guys today. But Angela Stringer said hi. She's actually listening in and watching in from East Gippsland on our Facebook page. And Gladys Curry, she's watching in from Fishhook, Cape Town in South Australia. So far and wide. I feel like I'm on a telethon here at the moment, reading out all this. So just keep those donations coming in. It's great. I'll give you my bank account details later. We've got another couple of people on stage that have been regulars over the last couple of years to Carols by Candlelight. Hello, and how are you today, Tess?
I'm very well, thank you, Andy.
And you've brought the old man as well.
Yeah, I have brought the old man.
Every year.
Thomas is here.
Yeah.
The roadie, that's right.
Now, I think the last time we spoke, you guys were all excited. It was last Carols. You were all excited to be heading to Tassie and also up to Queensland for some tours.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we headed to Tamworth and won a few awards there, and we were doing a tour from Sydney to Queensland. But of course that all got shelved and we were going to record up there. But we ended up recording down here and we had to shelve our Tassie tour as well, which was a bit of a shame. But hopefully next year we'll be back into it.
Now, you've got a new album coming out, I hear?
Yes.
That's right, we just finished recording a new album, so 10
we're pretty excited about
original
this
numbers. We're very, very, very happy about that. So that'll be hopefully released in February next year. So,
Fantastic. What's it called?
well,
We're still deciding on a name.
we're going to throw that out to our fans and hopefully name it on Facebook. We're going to do something like that. But
Well, that might be a bit dicey.
bit dicey. We've also just signed with a new agent, so we're pretty happy. It's going to be a good year next year, we hope, and hopefully we stay COVID safe.
Now, I understand you won an award too. You mentioned awards.
Yes, we won the International Entertainer of the Year at the International Singer-Songwriter Association in Atlanta, Georgia.
Fantastic.
That was
Well
in
done.
August.
Not bad to pull the band out of your nar, I say.
didn't have to be there to win it. How good's that?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
we
I'm still
didn't even
waiting for
have to
that
pay
check to come though. It hasn't arrived. I don't know what's going on there.
We have got a couple of people clapping. We've got a couple of lions in here, so they're our renter crowd for tonight,
Yeah,
which
gotta
is
love the
good.
lions.
Thanks. Yeah, we like it.
They had to feed us first, though.
It's true. It's a good meal out there too.
We're singing for our supper.
You guys have got a couple of eclectic songs, I suppose, with different feels to them, and adding your own twist to them as well. So, what have you got for us tonight?
First off, we've got Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell, yeah, Jingle Bell Rock.
Okay, please enjoy at home. Here's Tess and Thomas with Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Fair. In the frosty air. A jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in Jingle Bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Fair. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. A mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Take it away, Danny. And Thomas. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. A mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah.
How good's the band, honestly?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, guys. All right, the next song we're going to do for you is a beautiful carol that I really love, and it's called Silent Night.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. So tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, born at thy birth.
Thank you very much. And our last song that we're going to do for you today is a song that I wrote called Christmas Time, and it's about family, and I think for us what it's all about. This year's a little bit harder because my mum passed away at the start of the year, and it's actually her birthday today, so I'd like to dedicate this song for my mum, and Tessa will do a beautiful job of it, of course. I'm getting a bit emotional now, and it's called Christmas Time.
Christmas time is the time to be with your family and friends. Christmas time is the time to share all your love, make amends, spread the joy of the year. Remember near and dear, make new friends, share the cheer, make a wish for the new year. But remember what Christmas is really about. Christmas time is the time to bring each and everyone close. Christmas time is the time to forgive and forget all your woes. Recall those who have gone, shed a tear, sing a song, trim a tree filled with lights, pray for others in a plight. But remember what Christmas is really about, really about. Oh, Christmas time is the time to be with your family and friends. Christmas time is the time to share all your love, make amends, spread the joy of the year. Remember near and dear, make new friends, share the cheer, make a wish for the new year. But remember what Christmas is really about, really about. At Christmas time, at Christmas time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
and Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Good evening. My name's Nigel Brown. I'm the General Manager of AGL Loyang, and we are the sponsor of the Carols by Candlelight. 2020 has been an exceptional year where staying apart has made us safe, but tonight we celebrate coming together. We welcome all those family, friends and the community to celebrate the Carols by Candlelight tonight. AGL would like to acknowledge the hard-working committee for putting on this event, and we thoroughly support all the activities to enable this virtual event to continue. Being together and better together is one of AGL's values, and we tonight celebrate that activity to share the carols with your family and friends. We also celebrate the resilience of our community that have supported our local businesses, and tonight we can sit back in the safe comfort of your lounge or wherever you may be, hopefully with family and friends, celebrating the final Christmas event for this year. On behalf of AGL and all our family, we wish you and your family all the best for this Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wow, what a night we are having here at the Latrobe Performing Arts Centre. Hello, it's Dan here from the Morning Crew, weekdays from 6 on TRFM. Shout out to everyone listening to us on TRFM right now, along with the producer, Yaz, looking stunning.
Yeah, what's with you? Why are you wearing a farmer's market apron?
Well, I had one of the Lions Club's delicious steak singers just before the show and a bit of sauce squirted down, so I'm just covering that up.
Yeah,
and
right.
Point that out. And it's a historic night for us, Yaz.
It is the first time we've ever had this event inside, so we have to use our inside voices. Yeah.
No, we're not whispering because over here we have the wonderful Brett Tippett on the sound. Look at him go there. Look at this setup here, Yaz.
So pro.
Okay, you're doing too much. You're overdoing it. But this is an amazing setup we have over here. And if we keep wandering around the corner, we'll have a look over here. And we have the lovely Eloisa along with Dan on the headsets in charge of all the camera angles, including that one there. That is Cam on Cam 3.
His name is actually Cam.
It is fantastic.
And he's holding the cam.
And we've got Dom holding Cam just behind him there to make sure he doesn't stumble, which is fantastic as well. If you walk up these fine steps here...
Don't trip. That's everybody's thought in stage
panicked.
business.
We are panicked by tripping over. We've only got about 55 steps to go. In you go, Yaz, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Little Theatre. Now, over here we have Luke. This is Luke at the Little Theatre. Now, this little venue here, it holds 227 people. It's only known as the Little Theatre, and it is turning 50 next year, this Little Theatre.
Happy birthday.
The ginormous theatre next door that is going to be completed, hopefully, pandemic related, will be about 12 months' time. That's going to hold 750 people. So
The Not So Little Theatre,
the
is that what
theatre.
it's called?
Keep walking this way.
Okay, we'll go this way.
Be brave
More
as well.
behind the scenes. Oh, the Lions crew watching the show. The exclusive tickets.
These guys bribed their way in. They promised
with
snags.
the snags, yeah.
And that's how they got in. We got Kev, we got Katrina, we got the whole crew here.
Whole
Give us a
snag
wave, guys. Go
crew.
on.
Woo! 1, 2 snag crew.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this is where it gets tricky for us because we've got to dodge TVs.
Oh, no. Dodge it. You go first.
Okay,
you go first.
Got to dodge TVs and there's steps without a rail.
No, there's a rail here.
Oh, on the other side. And we walk through and we find AJ who's doing his, what is this? Your 31st?
No, geez, it's probably getting up around 34 years.
34
years.
Wow.
34 years. AJ for hosting this.
What
an
a
amazing,
pro, AJ.
An amazing effort. And the house band who are doing a wonderful
good
job as well.
work, guys.
In the
Sounding
house.
great.
Welcome aboard, Yaz.
Thank
filling
you.
in for Gabby and Dan for being along to be. You look like Con the Fruiterer there, mate. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm here. I'm also spruiking the farmers market as well.
When's that on?
A couple of days. No.
Beautiful.
It's Wednesday, 4 o'clock at Victory Park, Traralgon. So
That's where we should be now.
Well, absolutely. And it's always a wonderful occasion there. But the effort that everyone has gone to here tonight and behind there and all these guys here, it's absolutely amazing. So, of course, we couldn't do it at Soundshell for obvious reasons. Yeah. But still, it's fantastic to be still a part of something special only a few sleeps out from Christmas.
Yeah, fantastic. Ooh. Thanks very much for coming along. I want to introduce you to one of my favourite ladies.
Oh.
Come over here, Sammy.
Hello, Sammy.
Hello.
How are
This
you?
is Sammy Grumley.
Yep.
Don't stand side on, Sam.
Oh.
You look like me.
I've got that too, but it's just COVID kilos, so I've got no excuse.
Sammy's, it's real.
Yeah. Well, I heard you singing a duet tonight. That's a really bad dad joke.
Yeah, that's
I'll let myself out.
We needed to have at least one. I mean, I'm surprised you're not back here singing, to be honest.
Well, hit it.
We might get you at the end of the night to clear the room.
Exactly right. Get the Lions Club people out. I'll belt in.
Exactly.
I'll belt in.
Hey, listen, thanks very much for coming along tonight. We really do appreciate that.
Absolute
It's
pleasure.
great to have you on board, and we're obviously broadcasting on TRFM and Gold 1242 tonight, so we'd like to thank you guys on behalf of that whole organisation. It's a great effort.
No, and well done to you, mate, and everyone involved. It's a fantastic setup here. Very, very impressive, and love to be a part of it.
Thank
Always.
you. Now, get out of here.
All right.
We're done.
Good luck. Sounding great, guys. Keep it up. Yes. Woo.
I want to talk to Sammy because Sammy's sort of one of my daughter's best friends and one of my grandson's favourite people, little Levi.
He's one of my favourite people.
And then Michaela's going to have to share the load when this little one's due. When's...
Oh, absolutely. This one's due at the end of March.
Hang on a minute. COVID. Is this a COVID baby?
Yes, Andy. This is a COVID baby.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. And the best of luck. How's it all going?
Yeah, really good. Kicking up a storm. It loves the music. So that's why we're pushing it.
I wasn't watched you at rehearsals, and you're holding your tummy there because you've got to sing from your diaphragm and everything, don't you?
Oh, yeah, every muscle you use when you sing, you can't use.
We've got Lions who are very good at organising things. They've got boiling water happening backstage at the moment, just in case.
Beautiful. We may need that.
All right, look, you've got a couple of great songs to sing for us tonight, so I'm going to get off the stage and leave it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very lovely Sam Grumley.
Thanks, Andy.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
Well done, Sammy. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. Bit of exercise happening there for you with your
Oh,
breathing
yeah,
and
my
everything else.
diaphragm's working quite hard.
Hey, listen, I don't know whether you know, but Nathan Lay, he's been singing with us for a number of years. Him and Alexandra just had a little baby girl, Chloe, as well. So
Oh, what fantastic news.
thought
That's
that
beautiful.
might be a great opportunity to say hi to Nathan and Alexandra and Chloe. I think about the 7th of this month, so not very old as well. Deb and Stu are listening in and watching in today. And Christy Ferguson asked a question on Facebook, is Santa going to come here? Well, yeah, I'm getting a bit of a nod that maybe he might be on the way, so that'll be good. And Tanya Wrong is at home with her Santa hat on, just getting in practice, so that's good. Well done. Good on you, Tanya. Sam, can we get another song out of you, please, darling?
Absolutely, Andy. I was thinking maybe the beautiful classic Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Gorgeous.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sin is reconciled. Joyful
Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Sammy. That was angel-like. Well done. We've got some awesome singers here tonight. We really do. They are all just absolutely fantastic. And we've got I'm just having a look on the Facebook page now. There's people, I can't keep up. Every time I look at it, there's another 80 comments. But what I am seeing, we've got 300 people watching at the moment. What I'd like everyone at home to do is to try and inbox somebody, message them, do whatever you can, and let's see if we can build these numbers and get as many people online watching Carols by Candlelight. Because as Liz Burke said, just doesn't feel like Christmas unless I come home for carols. So glad it's been able to continue live online. G'day to Kath O'Kane. She says, yay AJ. Bill Scott says, go AJ. So thank you very much for the support, guys. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, there's a lot of messages coming through as well. This, of course, is Carols by Candlelight. We're in the little theatre in Traralgon, and I think I've got the mayor that... you're going to come over here and talk to me, Miss Mick. Can you come over here then? Come on. She's going to walk straight in front of the camera. You watch this. Here she goes. There she is. You've just committed the biggest sin on television and broadcasting. How are you, Sharon? Have you got the microphone going there?
No. Do you want to...
It should just be working. If you talk into it...
Hello?
No?
No.
I don't think it's working.
Okay.
Oh, it is now. It is, yep, it's
Okay.
working. I'm being told it is working. So
all right.
let's have a bit of a chat. What's been going in the world of Latrobe City? Congratulations on the appointment and the re-election and the mayor this year. That's an awesome honour, I suppose.
It is a huge honour, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
And what's happening? Well, of course, we've been trying to help everyone with COVID.
It's been tough.
It's tough for everybody, yes. Yep. So that's been our main focus, and then what we can do to try and get businesses here, attract industry.
Yep.
So they're both very important to us.
Absolutely. And look, of course, you've got your team, the production team from Latrobe City working hard on this event tonight. So on behalf of the Lions, thank you very much for that. That is awesome to be able to have them, to be able to do all these whiz-bang things that I've got no idea how they do it, but just sit here and talk. I'm just a talking head. That's what I do. So.
You do it well. It's all right. I've been hiding up the back singing.
I know. I saw you with another couple of councillors over there. So one of those is the president, the Grand Poobah this year of Lions. So we'll hear from Dale a little bit later on. So what else is going on with Latrobe City?
Well, some of us are winding back a little bit because it's coming up to Christmas, of course. Mm-hmm. But not for all of us.
No, some of us have to keep working.
Some of us do, but that's okay. But yeah, look, we're trying really hard to make it a better place.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about.
No, that's good.
Yes, but we're also very mindful that, you know, some people are doing it really hard out there, mental health-wise. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been the easiest of years, as we all know. So we're trying very hard to be mindful of that and asking people to be mindful of that and to reach out to one another.
Yeah, it certainly has been a different year in more ways than one. And look, with what's going on in New South Wales and that, let's hope that they get a lid on that and it doesn't affect us down here.
Well, actually it has, because one of our councillors was going up to Newcastle.
Right.
And they've had to turn back.
Yep.
So it affects us all.
And look, there's a lot of us who've got family and friends up that way as well, so our hearts and love and thoughts go to all of them.
Well, we do. I have family up that way, so yes, you don't know. You really don't know what's around the corner.
Yep, exactly right.
So, sorry?
But there's a lot of big things happening around the corner for Latrobe City. We're about to have a look at some of the big builds that have been going on. And some awesome things that are happening. Dan and Yaz mentioned the new theatre that's opening up.
Yes.
When's that opening up? Next year, is it?
Hopefully. Next year, yes. We've got a few things opening. We've got, last week I did the turning of the sod for the mountain bike park.
Excellent.
Which is a great thing. And they're really, it started as stage one. now we've got a stage 2 and they're actually looking at a stage 3. So Energy Australia have been kind enough to give them some more land. So that's really great. So then they put the moz on our local minister, Darren Chester, and said, "Oi, what about some money?" So that will really put us on the map. And if it does what it has done to Brights, that's what their whole economy actually is based on.
Yep.
So wouldn't that be a great thing?
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Just wrapping things up, anything you'd like to say to the people that are watching in tonight?
Look, I wish them a very happy, healthy and a safe Christmas. And if they could just reach out to one another and make it as the best Christmas they can.
Yep, look out for each other.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mayor Sharon, thank you very much for your time tonight and for all the support, and the best of luck for 2021 for Latrobe City, as we're about to see some of the big things that are going to be unveiled in the next 12 months or so, and some of the stuff that's already been opened up. So let's have a look at the big builds going around Latrobe City at the moment. Awesome things we've got going on around Latrobe City.
It's amazing, isn't it?
How good are the facilities that we're going to have once they're all done? And they just keep on, as Sharon just said, there's more stuff on the way.
Awesome. I can't wait to go down the slide.
Yeah, who are you?
Well, don't tell anybody, but can you keep a secret?
Yeah, it'll just be between you and me.
Okay. Well, my name's Fairy Julianne.
I've got on the script here that you're Julianne Bremner, but Julianne Bremner is normally a fairy.
Well, I am a fairy, but fairies get once a year, boys and girls, to suck our wings in and just pretend to be a real human, like you. and all the guys down the back here.
I've never
So
been
don't
called a
tell
real
anyone.
human.
Well, I've bought you something just in case you're feeling a bit unhuman.
Okay, what's
Could
this?
you open that for me?
I don't know whether I want to.
It's a secret, boys and girls. What do you think it is, boys and girls at home? Do you have any idea what this could be?
I'm a bit nervous.
Could you pour some of this into my hand? Or like a lot?
I'm shaking.
It's fairy dust, boys and girls.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I'm
so
going
what does it do to you?
Well, it makes you fly, but you need a whole lot of fairy dust to make you fly. And I don't quite have that much, but would you like some of my fairy dust?
Do I have a choice?
You're going to have some, because it's going to make you feel magical, and it means that one wish will come true.
Do I need to shut my mouth?
It has to be a special wish, so think of something good. So boys and girls, if you've got fairy dust at home, it's all in your imagination, and you can have whatever you like for Christmas. Are you ready, Andy?
Mm.
There you go. Shall we sing a song? Maybe Jingle Bells. Do you, boys and girls, like Jingle Bells? You're magical now.
I'm going to fly out of here.
You won't be able to fly yet, though, and you need lots. But I'll see you soon.
I've got the rest of the dust here.
Yes. Make sure you spread it around and share it. He might give you guys all some. Let's do some singing. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, his fortune was his speed. He got into a drifted bank, and hey, you'll take the lead. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. That was awesome, guys. I hope you get lots of presents for Christmas, and all of the boys and girls watching at home, maybe send one wish for someone special that you love. Just one wish that you think will make them feel a little bit happier this Christmas. Now, this song always gets me out of breath. Okay, the next song I'd like to sing for you is about a baby. Do you know a song that includes a baby? It's called Away in a Manger, and it's one of my favourite songs because this beautiful baby doesn't even cry. Can you imagine a baby that doesn't cry? Maybe you can sing it along with me. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, stay by my side till morning is nigh. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and fit us for heaven to live with thee there. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.
The City of Traralgon Band has a long history, 140 years next year, established in 1881. As long as I can remember, the band has always been involved in carols by candlelight. I remember down in the K Street Gardens in the early days, in front of the old council chambers, in Victory Park, in the band rotunda, and now when the new sound shell was built, it was just fantastic to have the carols in the sound shell.
So for my 33 years in the band, I can't remember a year without us performing at Carols by Candlelight. It's just such an amazing experience, particularly in the more recent years when we've been here in the beautiful park with this amazing facility in the sound shell. I just can't remember a Christmas without it. And December is certainly a time within the band where it's just all about community service. So the lead up to Carols by Candlelight is always such, so big, and we have so many events day after day. And this year, of course, is very different. But we're still looking forward to celebrating this year in a different way. And this is a wonderful opportunity for us to still get carols out into the community.
And when it gets dark, and Andy Johns will have everyone light up their candles, being up there on stage is an absolute privilege for members of the band to be involved and just take in the atmosphere. It's just it's a great thing for the region.
I think as band members we forget how privileged we are to see the Carols by Candlelight and many other community events from the other side. So we get to see the crowd, we get to see the enjoyment and how much the community loves music and loves coming together in public places like this incredible facility we've got here. So it is an amazing experience, and Carols by Candlelight is certainly the highlight of the year in terms of crowd and community involvement. It's just amazing.
The band members are really keen to get back involved. First of all, get back together as a group for rehearsals. We're fortunate that our band rooms in Albert Street have undertaken some refurbishment, supported by Latrobe City, during this period of lockdown. And look, that timing couldn't be better. First thing, get back together as a group as soon as we can in the new year. And then we want to get out for the community, playing in public, whether it be a Saturday morning in the K Street Gardens or here at the Sound Shell, getting out in public. It's just unfortunate that we can't be around the town playing Christmas carols as we do every year.
Oh, it's been a very different year for the band, of course, but the camaraderie is still there. It's an amazing group of people from all different backgrounds, all different ages, all different abilities.
Really disappointing for everyone, but I mean, that's just the way it is. We have to abide by the rules at this time.
Yes, hopefully we can pack up Zoom after Christmas and get back out in the community playing.
On behalf of the City of Traralgon Brass Band, we just want to wish everyone a very merry and safe Christmas. Let's all look forward to a fantastic 2021.
To be here with the community, to be looking out the families that gather and the stories that you hear of how these are family get-togethers, of they're going to have their chicken and snacks in the park with their family and their friends and come down prepared, watching them even gather at sort of 5 o'clock so they can get their posse.
Yeah, just seeing all the people enjoying the carols, it honestly makes it worth it.
Well, the Carols Choir it's really lovely to see so many different people coming together and to have this community celebration.
I think the pandemic has forced all of us to take a step backwards, and going into 2021 and beyond, it's a really good opportunity for us to take stock and look at what we've been doing and how busy we've been in the past.
Well, it's sad, it is, but hopefully next year we're going to make it bigger and better.
It's been a bit of a disappointment as we've realised that choirs and the carol choir is not going to be able to get together and do what we normally do, and we haven't had our rehearsals because we can't. But at the same time, it's exciting to think that this year, families, you are still getting together with your special families and friends and still celebrating in your backyards.
But what is really good about the technology is you can link it to your television. And what about seeing yourself on the television?
This year, the committee's work has been totally different, needing to meet much more frequently because as we've been preparing and thinking through this, we've needed to respond to what are the constraints that we have to honour, but also, you know, what are we capable of doing? And so it's been a really big learning curve, and we hope you at home are going to enjoy the outcome.
It's a different feel. One of the wonderful things about being up on stage is looking out over the audience and seeing all those little candles twinkling. It's quite magical.
I think we are all going to be valuing times with family or times with our community activities, whether it be sports or whether it be the arts, whatever. We're going to be all valuing those moments when we get back together.
From the community in Traralgon and the Carols Choir, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy 2021.
Thanks, guys. It's a little bit sad that we can't have... Sorry, I've got glitter all over myself here. It's so sad that we can't have the band here and we can't have the choir here, but Lynn has been working behind the scenes and she's set up the set here for us tonight, so thank you very much to that, Lynn. I'm just having a look. There's been a photo that posted up on Facebook, and we'd like to show that to you, from one of the guys that... He's synonymous with wearing short pants, isn't he? He's always wearing short pants. And that's Steve Gray. I think he's actually graduated to long pants now. But can we get the photo of Steve up on the screen? There it is. Geez, that's an old photo there. Got the TR emblem there and the Lions Club on the back of the Pantac that we had. And I'm told that that's, 2000 that was done. 45 school kids there under the banner of Steve Gray, so thank you very much. I'm just having a look at the Facebook page here. Amy Didio says, how good is this? It's impressive. And here's the silver lining. She says, you don't have to put your rug down 8 hours in advance. So that's gorgeous. I love that. So thank you very much. Keep those photos and those messages coming through. We've got the man that's in charge of all these wonderful Lions people about to say a few words for us. He's one of our local councillors and he is very community-minded. He's come out on stage, Dale.
G'day Andy, how you going?
I'm great, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. And on behalf of the community, thank you very much to the Lions Club for all of the work that they do, not just with this event, but with all the events that they put on through the year. And of course, you've got your farmers market happening on Wednesday. So,
we have indeed, yep.
Yeah. So I know that you guys have been doing it hard, trying to keep those community things going, particularly with the restrictions that we've had over the past 9 months or so. But you have done an awesome job, guys.
We keep trying, Andy. We keep trying. Like yourself, it's 54 years you've been doing this now, isn't it? Very hard for a 41-year-old to do it.
I started when I was 2.
Yeah. No, look, and I think that's part of it, Andy. Look, the Lions Club love doing carols by candlelight, and we're really disappointed we're not at Victory Park with thousands of people there. Because it's just a great atmosphere, and listening to you and hanging it on all the members of the choirs and the band, and it's just a great atmosphere. But I've got to say, what has been achieved here tonight is absolutely fantastic. You know, we've been following it on Facebook and sitting in the crowd with a few of the Lions, and it's just may not be Victory Park, but I tell you what, it's not far behind, is it? It's been absolutely fantastic. So
it's been a lot of work goes into it, and you know, the guys that are on your committee that put this together do an awesome job every year. And it's a case of, well, do we call it quits for this year and take the easy option, or do we, you know, stick our necks out and try and do something like this, which is certainly something that I've never been involved with, but luckily we've got some guys backstage who we saw with Yaz and Dan that are able to put it all together, and they're doing a very professional job at it too.
They are indeed. I've actually got... Santa's actually done a little list up for me of people who have been nice this year. They're on his good list, and it's, if you don't mind, Andy, there's a couple of people that I think, if you're sitting at home and listening to this, there's some people that have actually done a lot of work behind the scenes to get this up. Andy's one of them. Andy does an absolute power of work on our committee all year. I think you're Kev Taylor's favourite person, just quietly, Andy. So, look, I think we've got to start off by thanking the sponsors, and AGL Loy Yang have been fantastic for nearly a decade now, or over a decade, that they've been supporting this, and they've been fantastic. It was great to have the crew from TRFM and Gold 1242, and the fact they're broadcasting it. I've actually got family driving around watching the Christmas lights all over the place at the moment. They're out at your lawn north at the moment, looking at all the lights out there, and they're listening to 3TRFM and not 3TRFM, TRFM.
Yep.
TRFM. It's an old habit when you're a sale boy and you grew up in the 70s listening to them. And they've been absolutely loving it. So, that's great. Latrobe City Council for their support and for putting us up here. And when they put us up at the Soundshell next year, it'll be even better. Latrobe Valley Express. And look, we've had a number of supporters over the years that have got behind us. They haven't, we haven't been able to get to them this year, but we're looking forward to them coming back on board next year and helping us out. I want to thank the committee if I can. And this goes down to a couple of lines. It's chaired, the Committee for Carols by Candlelight is chaired by Marty Taylor. He's a New Zealander, but we don't hold that against him. We're quite accepting of that, except when he starts talking rugby. And Kevin Taylor as well, who's our first Vice President, and our second Vice President, Greg the Tiger Pearce. Greg's had a very, very happy 2 years. He's a mad Tiger supporter. But there's probably two people that I really, really want to thank, and I'm going to get to some others, but there's two people that actually got this going. And when COVID hit and we thought we're not going to be able to do it, and they said, let's try doing it remotely. Let's try doing it, and we'll do it as a virtual event. And that's Councillor Dan Clancy, who's out working the magic on the TV at the moment, which is why I'm ducking and weaving, just to keep him on his toes. And Brett Tippett, who's been absolutely fantastic. Those two gentlemen have done a fantastic job, an outstanding job. But the rest of the production team and the committee, Lynn Poon, Andy, yourself, John Morrissey, Wendy Rism, Kathleen Roberts, Debbie Wilson from the City of Traralgon Band, and they were on just before, which was really good. And if I can, there's two big pieces to the carols missing this year. And the first one is the City of Traralgon Band, because they're always there and they're just fantastic. And if you ever want something to do on a Wednesday night, go down and listen to them practice. It's absolutely amazing, and they're just absolutely fantastic. And it's a combined carols choir that come together. We can't have them here simply because of COVID, but I tell you what, they're part of this, because they're part of the history of carols, and they're part of this, and will always be part of this. If I can thank the Latrobe City crew, the guys are over in the wings over here, and they're out the back and they're running around everywhere, and they're eating the lion sausages and telling us they taste okay, which is really nice of them. That's been fantastic. But I guess I really, really want to thank the Lions Club members and their family and our volunteers. I got told if I didn't say a special thank you to Pat Mears, I'd be in trouble tonight. Pat was on the barbecue. Pat's waving to me. I'm waving back. Pat was on the barbecue tonight with Colleen and Neil and Greg and a few others. But the girls do a fantastic job on the barbie. So thank you to the Lions and to the people out there listening to us on TRFM and Gold 1242, to the people watching the live stream. From the Traralgon Lions Club to you, we wish we could do this at Victory Park, but we can't. But we hope you have a safe and happy and very, very Merry Christmas, and that 2021 is better than this one. So on behalf of Lions, have a good one. And what I'm going to do now, Andy, I've actually got a friend of mine from the Traralgon Ministers Association.
A politician
over in
with
the
a friend.
wings.
That's good.
Hey?
A politician with a friend.
It doesn't happen very often.
Exactly.
Cost me a lot of money to have a friend,
impressed.
let me tell you.
I'm impressed.
Let me tell you. And I'm surprised I could afford him after paying off all the other Lions to put me in as president. Great job. It is. Can I just welcome to the stage Randall Green, who's one of our local ministers, our local pastor. And I'm going to hand over to Randall to give us the Christmas message. Thanks, Andy, and thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dale.
Great. Thanks, Dale. Yeah, I just want to second Dale's comments too to everybody who's put on the show tonight. Fantastic. Great job. Wow. What a year 2020 has been, hey? It's great to be a part of the community carols again, and it's great to be celebrating Christmas together. I only just wish that you were all here tonight. So I could hear your voices as I say, get you to yell out Merry Christmas. But, we're still celebrating Christmas together, albeit in a different form or a different format. And that's okay. And what a year, as we've said, what a year this year has been. We started off with bushfires and floods in our nation, and of course then COVID hit. But perhaps on a lighter side, we could say that 2020 may be remembered as the year of the great toilet paper panic. It was just an amazing time. In fact, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a shop window down in the main street of Traralgon, and it's got a Christmas tree made out of toilet paper rolls. I mean, very clever, decorated and all. Well, I just want to share some thoughts tonight about Christmas. You know what? Christmas actually has some 4-letter words, but the good kind, not the bad kind, okay? Like good news and love and hope. And you might be familiar with an unofficial truce that happened during World War I, the Great War. And it was back in Christmas 1914 when soldiers from the German and the British and the French armies, they laid down their arms. And there was one account of German soldiers singing Stille Nacht, or Silent Night as we know it, on Christmas Eve. And they were singing it in the trenches. And then these British soldiers at the other end of the battlefield heard them singing, and so they began to sing their own Christmas carols. And this singing of the Christmas carols actually brought everybody out into no man's land, right there on the battlefield. And so they met with each other, and some of them even exchanged little gifts like cigarettes and puddings. And there's even an account of the soldiers from both sides playing soccer together on Christmas Day. That was Christmas 1914. And that was a bit of a risk for them because, fraternising with the enemy goes against military law, and in those days it carried the death penalty. But something happened that particular Christmas. Something greater than military law, something greater than weapons of destruction moved upon those soldiers out there on the battlefield. And they laid down their arms, even just for a day. And that's a reminder about the uniqueness of the Christmas message and how it brings love and hope, and even a 5-letter word, peace. And after the tough year that 2020 has been, it's good to finally hear some good news. And perhaps we need to hear a little bit more of love and hope and peace. And good news was part of that original Christmas message 2,000 years ago, and it's just as relevant today as what it was back then. And it can be summed up in 2 sentences. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. For God didn't send his son into the world to condemn the world, but that through him the world might be saved. So at Christmas, let's pause to remember that good news message that was wrapped up in love and hope in a little babe in a manger that God sent 2,000 years ago. And if it can bring enemy soldiers together on the battlefield, imagine what that Christmas story can do for us today. Well, I hope next year that we can meet down in Victory Park. That'd be really great, out there in the open singing Christmas carols. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight. And on behalf of the Traralgon ministers and the churches in Traralgon, I just want to say God bless, have a Merry Christmas and a safe and prosperous New Year. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you very much to President of the Lions, Dale Harriman, and also to Randall Green there for our Christmas message. Now, I've got to say hi to Matt Cummings, who's actually back in the TR studios at the moment. He's panelling. I feel as though I've got fairy dust away from me. Can't get it off me. Thanks, Julianne. And also to Stephen Reese and Alana and the kids. They're watching in today as well. So thank you very much for those shout-outs there. Now, next up on stage, we've got Liam Charleston. Liam, come on stage, mate. We'd love to hear from you. I heard you in rehearsals. The voice is sounding just spot on as usual, mate. Well done.
Thank you, Andy.
Now, I think the last time, and I keep on referring back to last year, but this year's been an interesting one, as we all know. But last year, I think you were getting set to do Wicked, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm the director of Warrigal Theatre Company's production of Wicked. So we unfortunately had to stop rehearsals in about April this year, but we're gearing up to start again in January, which is looking really hopeful at the moment. We've got the most amazing cast and crew, so I'm really happy that we can try and pop that one back on, and it's going to be a great show. So, grab some tickets and hope to see you all at the theatre, as I'm sure we've all missed it this year.
Absolutely. Be good to get out and about and get back to some sort of normality, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What have you got for us tonight, Liam?
So tonight I'm singing 2 carols. The first one is When a Child is Born.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Liam Charleston.
is born. A tiny wish sails the seven seas. The winds of change whisper in the trees, and the walls of doubt tumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. And all of this happens because the world is waiting for that one child to grow up and turn hate to love, war to peace, tears to laughter, everyone to everyone's neighbour, and fear and suffering will be forgotten forever. It's all a dream, an illusion now. It must come true someday, soon, somehow. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. This comes to pass when a child is born. And now this second song of mine is a very special one for me. The first time I probably sang this was about 5 years ago on this stage, and that's all because of my first singing teacher, Denise Dwight. So if you're listening, this one's for you. This is The Holy City. Last night I lay a-sleeping, there came a dream so fair. I stood in old Jerusalem, beside the temple there. I heard the children singing, and ever as they sang, methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna to your King. And then I thought my dream was changed. The streets no longer rang. Hushed were the glad hosannas the little children sang. The sun grew dark with mystery. The morn was cold and chill, as the shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. As the shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, hark how the angels sing Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna to your King. And once again the scene was changed, new earth there seemed to be. I saw the holy city beside the tideless sea. The light of God was on its streets, the gates were open wide, and all who would might enter, and no one was denied. No need of moon or stars by night, or sun to shine by day. It was the new Jerusalem that would not pass away. It was the new Jerusalem that would not pass away. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, sing for the night is o'er. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna forevermore. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna Thanks so much, everyone. Have a lovely Christmas and a safe New Year.
Thanks, Liam, and good luck with the production coming up early in the new year for Wicked at Warrigal there. Fantastic. A bit of a shout out to Robbie Beale. He's been on a Facebook page as well. And Warren James says that one good thing about COVID is at least he can sit at home and watch it on his computer. So good on you guys. Thanks for listening in and watching. Next lady, this young lady, I'm just trying to remember. How long has it been? I think the first time I met you, you were at school, and
I think it was in 2015. I was in Year 12 at Lavala.
yeah, I was down there doing some sessions down there, and we caught up, and you said, "Oh, look, I wouldn't mind getting involved in this carols thing."
Yeah, no, I've been living in Ballarat for 3 years, and I'm living in Melbourne at the moment. But I'm always keen to come down and see my beautiful family who are watching at home. So shout out to them. And yeah, I love joining in at carols.
So what are you doing in Ballarat? What are you doing?
So I studied a Bachelor of Musical Theatre. So I finished at the end of last year. But obviously it's not been a great year to get out and do auditions because there hasn't really been any. So hopefully next year's my year.
Sammy Grumley went there, didn't she?
Yes, yeah. So she was a couple of years ahead of me.
Yeah. And she's a great talent, as you are too. So what have you got for us tonight?
So first I'll be singing Angels We Have Heard on High.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, on stage singing a couple of beautiful songs, Taylor True.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? Say what may the tidings be which inspire your heavenly song. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
sing. Come adore on bended knee, Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Thank you. And next, the wonderfully, insanely talented Nathan and I will be singing one of my favourite carols, Mary's Boy Child.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new King born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. While shepherds watched their flock by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear a choir of angels sing, the music comes from afar. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new King born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Now Joseph and his wife Mary came to Bethlehem that night. They had no place to bear a child, not a single room was in sight. By and by they found a little nook in a stable all forlorn, and in a manger cold and dark, Mary's little boy was born. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new King born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Trumpets sound and angels sing, listen to what they say, that man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day, that man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thanks, Taylor. Taylor True. I've got fairy dust everywhere here. Hey, Phoebe, come on out here. I'll stand on this side so I'm out of your way. Watch out for the fairy dust.
Fly.
I'm still covered. I'm not game to shake my head. And every time I do, look, it's all over me.
Oh, goodness.
And you can't get it off because it's one of those pads that you swipe and you lose everything. Now, I went... Have you got a microphone?
Yes, it's just over
Oh,
here.
grab that mic. Sorry, we need to be able to talk to you and hear you. I can hear you all right. I actually went to try and catch up with you before to get a bit of background about what you've been doing, and somebody said you nicked home to feed the bub.
I did. It was a secret last year, Andy. We told our family on Christmas Day, so
what a great
I was
Christmas
with
present for him.
child at the last Christmas carols, but he's a beautiful baby boy and he's about 4 months old now. So
Name?
He's at home, Patrick.
Patrick.
Gorgeous boy.
Oh, excellent.
Very lucky.
So this will be a really special Christmas for you this year.
Hopefully he's not giving Daddy too much troubles at home.
Oh, what do you care? You're here having fun. Yeah, a bit of revenge. What have you got for us tonight?
Tonight I'll be singing Oh Holy Night and the Christmas song.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Phoebe Trinidad, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Truly, He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is a brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise His holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise His name forever. His power and glory evermore proclaim. His power and glory the more proclaim. On your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night
Take it away, Nathan.
carols being sung by a choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. 'Cause everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loading lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is going to spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering a simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loading lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is going to spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering a simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thanks, Phoebe. Phoebe Trinidad there with a couple of terrific songs, O Holy Night and the Christmas song. And in fact, I think we might have to get her back on stage again in a sec to join us for our finale. But just before that happens, I think we've had another photo that's come through on the Facebook page. Rob Timmers has sent in a photo of his back veranda, getting into the spirit of Christmas with Carols by Candlelight going there. We can have a look at that one. There he is. Got all the fare ready to go. So good on you. Thanks for that, Rob. Appreciate the photo. Well done. And I also hear that a relative of Annalise Answorth is watching in tonight too. And that's Chris Answorth. He's watching in from Canberra. So good on you, Chris. Thanks for the shout out. I'd like to give my personal thanks as we draw to a close. We're nearly at the finale time. To Dan, Eloise and Brett, who are working hard backstage. We've got Kathleen in here. We've got all the camera crew, all the lighting techs. They've done an absolutely awesome job tonight and putting it all together. And I've been watching the show being presented on the monitor and even jumping onto the Facebook page and having a look at that, and it just looks fantastic, guys. Well done. So from me to you guys, thank you very much. As Dale mentioned before, the show gets into gear probably around February, March each year, where we start meeting, and it's certainly a big haul. This year has obviously met with some interesting challenges, and I think hopefully you've all been happy with the result of how we've handled the COVID restrictions. Looking forward next year to being out in that magnificent sound shell and seeing the thousands of people that we normally have performing in front of, which is it just makes it so much easier to do the job that we're doing. I must admit, and I think I speak for all of the artists that we've had here tonight up on stage, that it's been challenging to be able to get it all done for you, and not getting any of your feedback is something that does make it a little bit more difficult. But we've had a lot of people posting on Facebook, which is great. So I'd like everybody to be set for our grand finale, and if I can get Phoebe back on stage for that, please. I was listening to this song in rehearsals, and it is absolutely awesome. It really is. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did through rehearsals. So please welcome for our finale Phoebe, and we'll get all the rest of the team back up on stage as well. So here we are with Joyful, Joyful.
Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Heavy as the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin and sadness, drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light, fill us with the light, oh, fill us with the light. Oh, day. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Hail thee as a sun above. Melt the clouds of sin, sin and sadness. Drive the dark of doubt away. Drive it away, giver of immortal gladness. Fill us with the light of day, light of day.
Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. And in my life I've put none before me. Cause since I was a youngster I came to know that you was the only way to go. So I had to grow and come to an understanding that I'm down with the king. So now I'm demanding that you tell me who you down with C. Cause all I know is that I'm down with G.O.D. Hey! You down with G.O.D.?
Yeah, you know me.
Down with G.O.D.
Yeah, you know me.
Down with G.O.D.
Yeah, you know me.
Down with G.O.D.
Join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. Wish the morning stars be bright. Thunder of God is reigning over us. What have you done for him lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for him lately? He watches over everything, so we sing. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Hail thee as the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin, sin and sadness. Drive the dark of doubt away. Drive it away, giver of immortal gladness.
Fill us with the light, they don't fill us. Oh, we need you, yes we do. Fill us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need you, come here to say, we need you. Fill us, fill us, fill us, fill us.
Fill us with the light of day, light of day.
Sounds great, Andy.
I've been good Santa all year, promise.
About you, I see you put a wonderful production together here.
It's been a team effort, and I tell you what a team we've had tonight to put all this together.
Excellent, hasn't it?
Yes. You've got a busy time ahead?
I've got a very busy time ahead.
Hopefully the COVID restrictions won't stop you getting to all the kids out there?
No, I'll still get to them all.
Oh, very good.
I've got my magic dust where I can get down into the house and
yeah,
put all the presents out.
There's a bit of that magic dust going around at the moment.
I see you're covered in fairy dust.
I dare and get it off my hair. I think I'm going to be having it for well into the new year, I'm thinking.
Well, maybe I should put you with my reindeers, now you can fly.
Yeah, well, I need a little bit more from Julianne.
A little bit more, I reckon we can organise that,
I'm pretty sure Andy kind of pinched it from me.
I've got it all over there.
Hopefully he learns to share Santa, because otherwise Andy could be on the naughty list. Is he? Let's hope he's not.
I don't think so. I don't think Andy's on the naughty list.
No, look, I think we might wrap this up and look, put your hands together. I'm sure people at home are thanking you guys for a fantastic job here. An awesome array of talent, backstage and front stage. And what about we wave everyone goodbye and wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, folks. Bye-bye.
With the light. Oh.